Hey y'all, we're now watching No Country for Old Men, which was released in 2007 and stars Josh Brolin and what was the guy that played the
Javier or
Bardem?
Javier,
Yeah.
Bardem or Barlam.
Okay, and we've seen this movie once before as kids, a long time ago, but I don't remember. Well, we don't remember anything from it, so now we're reacting to it as adults, and we will probably understand more of it.
I remember yeah.
Because I think I've seen a clip on YouTube since then, like at least once, but
I did
it was
see a
something
clip
else.
later, but I don't remember the
so
context of
it'll
the movie.
be interesting to watch the whole movie now. Fresh up. Who directed it? The Coen Brothers, I think. That's who directed it. So the Coen Brothers have also made Fargo, Big Lebowski. Okay, wow. So they've made quite a few interesting films.
And True Grit. Oh, no wonder. Josh Brolin's also in that one.
Well, that makes sense. True Grit was pretty good too. So yeah, it's curious to see their take on this, and we're excited to watch it.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoy our reactions. This was voted upon by our Patreon supporters. So let's get started.
It's just a very quiet intro.
No Country for Old Men. So this is about a country that doesn't have any old men.
I was sheriff of this county when I was 25 years old.
Is that Tommy Lee Jones?
Oh, he's in this one too? Cool.
Grandfather was a lawman. Father
Sounds exactly like him.
Be there in about 15 minutes. I don't know what to make of that. I surely don't.
15 minutes to talk about the electric chair.
Now it's hard. You'd have to say, okay. I'll be part of this world.
Nice shot. Look at that whole valley.
Yes, sir. Oxygen tank for emphysema or something.
Uh-oh.
And a hose that run down his sleeve.
He's gonna kill him, isn't he?
Yes, sir. I got it under control.
No, you don't. Oh man, that face is terrifying.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, the handcuffs are cutting him. I was wondering why he was bleeding from a strangulation. Jeez.
Ah, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, man.
What's the gas tank for? Oh, this is him driving a police car now.
He's gonna take this guy's car?
Yeah. Oh, is it like a weapon? He's gonna kill this guy straight up with this thing?
Still, please, sir.
Oh, what the...
Okay. When you see that evil smile, I'm like, no, I'm gonna drive away as fast as I can.
Oh my god, yeah.
Jeez. Oh, that's CG. Nice shot, though. With the clouds going over.
Yeah.
Feels kind of like a Western already. In that regard.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was pissed because he didn't kill the deer outright, so he has to chase it now, since he's wounded.
I'm guessing so, yeah.
But where did it go? Because you're supposed to finish them off, I think. Ah. Oh. It's so adorable. That dog. So he just found a massacre. Maybe done by that, oh. Cartel? I guess? Guns and stuff everywhere? That's why the dog was walking around. Yeah. How long ago was it? He would have heard the gunfire.
Oh,
Help? Maybe? I don't know.
ain't got no water.
Ah, so it's like a drug deal. Yeah, cartel. Like he just took the MP5, the extra gun that was lying around.
Jeez.
I mean, not an MP5, I don't know. Oh, nice transition there. Oh, he's probably dead, right? Yeah. So what do they fight over? Money? It's always money. It's gonna be money, right? Wow. That was like the easiest 100 million ever. That deserves more than that.
What's in the satchel?
It's full of money.
That'll be the day. Where'd you get... I know. I don't even want to know where you've been all day.
That'll work.
What are you
Well,
doing,
then.
baby?
Gonna
What are you gonna
give
do?
him water?
Fixing to do something dumber than hell, but I'm going anyway.
I don't know.
Your mother's deadly willing.
Don't tell her.
Well, then I'll tell her myself.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Man, at night it must be harder to figure out where things are.
Yeah.
The guy might be gone.
So he's actually bring him the water.
That's weirdly nice of him. He's like...
He has a conscience.
But it's kind of weird he wasn't carrying water out there in the desert in the first place.
Oh, he's gone?
Jeez, that quick shot's creeping me out.
Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
came back
he's
to
dead.
finish the job.
Oh, no.
All because he wanted to give water to that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot. Oh, maybe purposely doing this. Leading him to the river.
He's like the deer now. At the beginning that he was
Yeah, oh, that's
shooting.
good.
Yeah.
I can read the license plate, so they know exactly where he's from. Oh, it's wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's deloaded it.
Oh, so it's not a bullet? It's one of those.
No, it's like bug shot.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of little shrapnel in it, I think.
Ow.
What weight would that be?
I seen you was from Dallas.
What business is it of yours? Where I'm from? I know what you're talking about.
Smiley faces in the back.
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
bit deaf, aren't you? I said what? You live in that house out back.
Yes,
Jeez.
I do.
The most you ever lost on a coin toss.
I like the bag unraveling as if he's like starting to show his true self.
Just call it.
Whether he should.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for.
1958. It's been traveling 22 years to get here.
Oh, nice way to tell the audience it's 1980.
Oh.
Heads or tails. And you. Well done.
Heads. So if it went tails, he would have shot him, right?
Must be, yeah.
Pack your things. Anything you leave, you ain't gonna see again.
Oh, he really is serious.
Well.
She doesn't realize.
Don't fall down apologizing.
He cares about her. He doesn't want to endanger her.
All because he wanted to give her water. That guy water.
Yeah.
Ah, so he's gonna be sent to track this vehicle.
I wonder.
Must be a hitman.
Is his truck?
It's weird to see him working with other people.
Yeah, after
I thought
what
he was a solo guy.
Yeah, same.
Not a bleep.
What is that?
Must be the tracker for the money, maybe? Oh,
Yeah, I can't be surprised.
okay. Well, like I said, I shouldn't be surprised that he wasn't working with other people.
It's Jesse Pinkman's mom.
Oh, that is her. Oh, so he burned the car, and he took their van.
Of course.
anything happens to Loretta's horse out here, I can tell you right now, I don't want to be the party that was aboard.
But you don't believe it?
No. Probably I don't.
I have no recollection of all this.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah,
Well, it's
at
a
all.
mess, ain't it, Sheriff?
That's a really cool weapon, though. Well, he knows the name of the guy, obviously, since he obviously ran his plate.
True.
He drinks milk out of the bottle? Oh, nice.
Oh.
Not hear me? We can't give out no information.
Promise?
Yes, I do.
So she knows about the money at this point, right?
I got a bad feeling, Louis.
That ought to even
We
out.
should give her some money in
Gotta
case.
quit your worrying, so I shall return.
Oh no. He shouldn't have said that. Now he's guaranteed
But
to
it's
die.
nice that he left that with her.
That's true. Nobody knows what it looks like.
Looking for a man who has recently drunk milk?
Here's one right here.
He took the money?
Yep,
Take me to
and
the
ran.
motel.
Got one in mind?
So how does the hitman dude, a psychopath, how does he chase him here? Just want to know. Because he can't just magically figure out he's on a bus.
Mm-hmm.
A good place to hide the money. Oh, interesting. He's calling all the numbers
everyone.
to talk to.
Keep going. Don't stop.
I don't want to get into some kind of a jackpot here, buddy.
It's all right.
He's paranoid.
Yeah.
But how would they know he's at the motel already? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's a tracker device on it.
On what?
On the money,
the...
yeah, the thing they gave him.
Any new bodies accumulated out there?
No, sir.
Well, then I guess I can skip it.
That's kind of funny.
And I can order you the poles.
Never mind. I want a tent.
Well, what kind of tent?
Kind with most poles.
Two?
No, 38 will be fine.
It's got 2 double beds.
They're really confused why he wants 2 double beds.
As long as he pays for it, I'm sure she doesn't really...
Also, he has direct access to the money from either room.
Ah. This poor clerk is going to be thinking, God, I've been getting some strange customers.
But he's actually really smart for thinking them behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Llewellyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really thinking about all the steps, but what he doesn't realize is a tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have taken all the money out, moved it to a different suitcase.
That is true.
Okay,
yeah.
so note to mental self, okay? If you get a ton of money, move it to a different case, because you never know what's inside the suitcase.
Plus, if somebody's going after you, they might recognize the
suitcase. Yeah, I know. That's
yeah.
actually the whole thing's silly. Plus, it looks like a satchel lock, like a typical someone...
Yeah, something important might be...
The tension here is crazy.
Yes, it's so quiet.
130? What's he making?
Oh, he's gonna get the suitcase from the back?
Yeah. The tension here is crazy.
Yeah.
You can just feel it in the air.
Oh yeah, so it's still going on.
Okay, so he did bring the tracker with him. He'll know. That means when the tracker slowly starts beeping away, he's like, oh shit, he's picking up the money.
But
oh,
if it's
cool.
nearby...
Look at that.
Oh, he turned it off?
The tension here is crazy. Oh, he's wearing socks, so he's silent too. He's really smart. So someone else is also tracking it. He's like, oh shit. Wow. I love that they leave it to imagination.
Yep.
His acting's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
He's really terrifying.
Yeah. I remember he scared me a lot when I was a kid. He scared me so much that every time I saw my other films, I just remember him from this one.
Oh, really?
Even though I don't remember this film, but I remember the feeling he gave me.
That's actually...
Yeah.
What did the gun barrel leave? That's kind of funny. But now he has to look for it. He's probably like, It's the dust.
He left?
New character?
Sure, I know him every which way.
Woody Harrelson.
Cool.
Last year.
At the beginning, I was thinking, wow, this movie reminds me of True Detective and his son appears.
Yeah, he's a psychopathic.
Okay, so yeah, they're talking about him. That's his name in the movie.
Killed 3 men and...
Fuck, I would just take a plane at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out.
Well, he can't. He doesn't want to be registered anywhere.
But he really needs to get rid of that suitcase, but he doesn't realize
He doesn't... Oh. Door's dead open.
Yeah, at this point, like, oh, fuck.
I'm as paranoid as he is now.
They do a good job racking up the tension.
Yeah, they do.
I was wondering how did they find them. Yeah, like there's like.
Finally, yeah.
Finally occurred to him.
Also, that whole bunch is fake.
He might have shot the guy in the front already.
Yeah, he might have.
Man, this movie hasn't had any soundtrack, has it?
I was
this
about
whole
to
time.
ask you. What if...
It'd be funny if that's the...
the guy in the front. Oh, I can't watch this.
Because he's walking around with the scanner. Oh, he turned off the lights.
I don't think he should hang out in the bed anyway.
Smart. Oh, jeez. Man, he's smart. He's like watching the exits on upstairs.
Yes. Oh, he got shot.
Need you to drive me on out of here.
Wow, the sound design is so good.
Yeah, it is. It's so brutal.
You don't know. He's gonna run out of ammo though.
Oh shit.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, that poor guy indeed.
Nice.
Just like the deer.
Oh, he doesn't have his gun anymore.
Oh, no wonder.
That's why he didn't shoot back. He dropped it immediately. That's terrifying. He just disappears. First shot in the feet now this. Man, he's been having some bad luck. And the shoulder too.
Yeah. Is he gonna throw it up? First sign of music.
Does Anton have the same problem?
Yeah.
It's like in the, nobody knows how to deal with a guy like this. 70s, not. Yeah, but like today, there have phones and stuff. Someone could get tracked. Oh, so once it burns through the,
Ow.
And during the distraction. So we can hear people speaking Spanish and Americans. They do a good job of showing the wounds. And the sound, like, the sound design really sells it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
God, that must be Gibberish.
Even when he's hurt, he makes it look easy.
I forgot about him.
vehicles yet?
They're still way behind what's going on. Oh.
I'm guessing this isn't the future you had pictured for yourself when you first clapped eyes on that money. Man, you're not dead. Responder.
I know what it's called. Guys and them.
So was I.
What does that make me, your buddy?
Tyler like is so great.
Yeah. He's not even like me.
No, you don't talk as much as you. I give him points for that.
When Llewellyn calls, just tell him I can make him safe.
Really though?
He just needs to talk to somebody who's not there.
Cat flew in my face.
Oh, he went back there to check. Maybe one pole has trace of blood.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, well, never mind.
I feel like he might get killed, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh my god, come on, man.
Yep. Oh, there he is.
Let's go to your room.
So weird to hear him, like,
Oh, now he's
say
terrified.
someone's
You can
name.
see the acting. It's very subtle. We can see him change from like all confident to now scared.
Yeah.
There would be more dignity in it.
He's gonna kill him right there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rip Carson.
Go to hell.
I've already been there.
You could have the money, Anton.
Llewellyn. Maybe.
Man, the sound design is so good. The phone also covers the sound too, so that's why this phone ringing covers the sound of him shooting. He's not pretending to not know.
This is gonna turn out, don't you?
Come on, you ain't gonna have to come look for me at all.
He looks a bit like Jack Quaid.
Yes, I was thinking that too.
They get to go to America, and if I don't get sensible answers, they don't. Anything about that?
No, sir.
Then I ask you again, how you come to be out here with no clothes?
2nd, 1968.
Wilson,
Yes, sir.
get someone to help this man. He needs to get into town.
At least he got back on his feet.
Ain't nobody gonna bother her.
Oh.
Oh. That's a... Fuck. Should I run? Nah. Oh, jeez.
Me?
Yes.
Nobody. He felt that. Well, looking.
That's foolish. You pick the one right tool.
He changed it immediately.
Yeah, he felt. Oh no.
You going to shoot me?
Do you see me?
Then yeah.
I always think this is what it could.
I don't know. I like to think it's like, oh, I'm blind. I can't see anybody.
It's not often you see a Mexican in a suit.
You go to El Paso? I know it. Where are you staying?
Oh,
Carla Jean, how are you?
Sheriff. He never thinks he needs any.
If he does.
And you need
All right, so we're having some sort of showdown between everyone.
Dallas, not at the Connect. You gonna clamp him, buddy?
Can you get those chicken grates out of the bed?
What are you talking about?
Oh. They just leave it to your imagination. Jeez.
Good.
Looking for what's coming.
Yeah, but no one ever sees that.
Just making a point about the movie. No one ever sees what's coming. It's like, oh shit.
Oh no. So he actually came down himself?
Nobody ever sees what's coming. Rip Moss.
Call the police.
He didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
Consequences. All because he wanted to give some water.
Yeah.
He could have ironically been out of there and not cared about them. All he knows he came back from the money. Like Anton. He might suspect it. Yeah, see? The
Oh
lock's
yeah,
gone.
the lock's gone. Nice detail.
Fuck. That must be terrifying. No country for old men.
Seven or eight of them come up there. All wanting this, wanting that. Uncle Mac knew the score, even if Aunt Ella didn't. They ain't all waiting on you.
And the foreshadowing from with the lady in the pool.
Vanity.
Oh, is she gonna tell him he's dead?
Does he care? Windows open?
Yeah.
Ain't paid for that neither.
I wouldn't worry about it.
You gave your word?
To your husband.
Man, he's terrifying in that corner. The lighting and like hiding his.
You don't.
Call it.
I ain't gonna call it.
She's brave in a way.
Call it.
Hey. It's just you.
Nah, he killed her.
What the fuck?
Oh man. Oh.
Take it in. You didn't see me. I was already gone.
Yes, sir.
Going through this pass in the mountains. It was cold. There was snow on the ground. He rode past me and kept on going. Then I woke up.
Wow.
Wow.
I think I remember him getting away as well, but I wasn't sure. Well, that's sad. That the wife, she lost everything just because Llewellyn wanted to give that guy some water.
Unintentional consequences. Yeah, ironically, if he never went out there, his band wouldn't have been there, and no one knew where the money. Well, they have the transponder.
Well, the thing
actually.
is, yeah, I think
So yeah,
everything
the second
will
he grabbed the
started-
money, everything went wrong.
Yeah, exactly. More of the story: don't grab any money.
Or if you do, put it in a separate case. And make sure there's no tracking devices in it. Okay, so we're done with the movie, and that was... Wow.
That was amazing in the sense in that there was no music. Everything was filled with tension. I became as paranoid as Llewellyn.
And Llewellyn dies to the Mexicans because the mother-in-law, of course, was dumb enough
She
to
was the one
tell
that
some
screwed
person.
him over.
Yeah, indirectly.
But were the Mexicans really... We never saw them the entire movie either, right?
We did.
Like
at the beginning of the movie when they were all dead.
Except at the beginning. But
And then
like
the
in the
motel
middle.
room.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they were also
It
there
was
because
very
they were
subtle.
going- yeah, they're going after their tracker. That's why he was pissed. He went after that the guy in the office. He's like, we don't send two sets of tools. You send one guy. Yeah. I like to think that he sprayed the accountant. It would be funny if he did.
I don't know. He seems
I'm
like
sorry,
he'd
I'm suddenly
kill
blind. I
everyone.
couldn't see anybody. I like to think he did. I don't know. I like the little humor though. He's like, He felt. He's like he
Oh,
changed
yeah.
the sentence mid.
He feels. He felt.
The writing there's very. The writing in this movie is very solid.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of foreshadowing what would happen, like the woman in the pool, that Tommy Lee Jones' character talking about unintentional consequences, like talking about the bowl, shooting the bowl and it bounced back and hit him, and knocked out his right arm. He was like talking about that, so it kind of relates. Everything is unintentional consequences.
Him shooting the deer and he became the deer.
Yeah.
That was a great parallel.
The movie was beautifully shot.
Fantastic acting.
Yep.
It's very subtle, everyone's acting, but it's enough that you can see it. Josh Brolin's fear at the hotel when Anton was approaching the room.
Yep. Or Woody Harrelson. You could his character.
Fear too.
Carson's was like, you could see he was all confident, happy, talking to him. Then the second he meets Anton, you could see him slowly be scared. Like he's trying to sell that he's not scared, but he was acting that
He's trying to be
he was
cool.
acting that he was cool. So it's like a double layer of acting from Harrelson. He did a wonderful job in this movie too. Obviously Josh Brolin did an amazing job.
Everyone did a great job.
Yeah, great performances from everyone. Tommy Lee Jones'
Poor
character
wife.
on the way. I think he's like, I'm done. I can't chase a ghost. I can't believe he went into that room too.
It's like, I'm overmatched. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. So he was in the next room over, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Anton.
I'm kind of surprised he spared him. That he didn't try to go
Well,
after
killing a
him.
cop would have been very, very...
True. It would have been a different story.
So obviously he killed the wife at the end. I assume,
Yeah,
since he was
he
checking
checked his shoes.
He was checking his shoes, so I assume that meant he
did something,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "You're gonna kill me. It's up to you.
Hmm.
Like, it's not up to the coin."
I'm wondering
Very interesting point.
why the whoever is in charge of the movie had him get
The Coen
into an
Brothers.
accident at the end of the film. Like, is there some sort of symbolism? Like, no matter what, he's going to keep on going and do whatever he's gonna do.
Yeah.
More horrible stuff.
The movie's very. There's a word for it, like kind of not depressing. Like you don't care about anything. In a way, at the end you're just.
The ending was
Nihilist, I guess. Yeah. Nihilist.
just meaningless.
Like the
Yeah.
movie kind of felt meaningless in that purpose. I'm not saying the movie's bad or whatever. I'm just saying the movie makes the point that it was all meaningless in the end, in a way.
It's
Him
like
trying to
his-
keep ahead of the consequences. It's just.
It's like the
Yeah.
cat guy said that something like you said. Basically,
The
nothing's
score.
waiting for you. Basically, life moves on.
Yeah, with or without you.
Yeah, it's not gonna wait for you.
Man, that's an interesting movie from the Coen Brothers then.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to spend money on the soundtrack. They
Yeah.
just spent it all on the sound design in the movie was wonderful. Anton's like silencer, like gun silencer, like holy
Yeah,
shit,
it was
that's
so
terrifying.
brutal. I love that they left some kills to the imagination and some would like that.
Some that you don't even know. I mean, for all we know, maybe some of the kills didn't happen. Obviously he spread the store guy, so he's capable of doing that. He would have just killed the store guy if he wanted to. It doesn't matter what the coin said. But I like to think he spared the accountant. Who knows?
Good film. Good film.
That
Jesus.
conversation on the bridge was really funny. With the
yeah.
border guard, he immediately changed his mind when he says,
You're a Nam. What battalion?
You jacking with me, son? No, sir.
He gave such specific answers that he was
he's like,
thinking, American citizen.
Nowadays, that wouldn't have happened. I wonder if that's the reason why the Coen Brothers chose the
setting.
1980 as the setting.
And there's less cameras around.
Way less cameras. Obviously, if there were cell phones on all these participants, it would have been much faster for the federal authorities to get involved.
Including Anton.
Yeah. So does that mean
That's
Anton
really
can't
cool.
exist at a time like now? Well, who knows?
I was just wondering about that.
God, he was wonderful.
He
He's
was
absolutely
great,
terrifying.
yeah.
Jeez, no wonder he got typecast into every villain role. He just
I remember
knocked it out here.
Watching this entire movie, I remember at the end of the movie he kind of got away, and I also remember I hated him so much as a kid.
Yeah. Now I have a new
And that
appreciation for his
feeling.
acting.
Oh, of course. But as a kid, you don't think about that.
You're like, he won?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
was the point of the
exactly.
movie?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
something like that.
As a
But,
kid,
you know,
you think like that, yeah.
That's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie is that it's a movie.
So this movie definitely made an impression on me as a kid. I just couldn't remember everything else.
Oh, it's based on a book? That's true. The bad guys never really meet the good guys. You never really see... They didn't really meet each other, per se.
Oh yeah, the phone conversation was the only time they actually interacted.
Yeah. The rest of it was just shooting at each other and running.
It's a very... Oh.
I love he woke up in the middle of the night, really confused why he was found. He's like, that can't be it.
Yeah, that's like midnight thoughts, you know. When you can't
Yeah.
sleep, you just think about everything.
I would have second... I mean, that sounds easy to say now, but I would have just ran off the second I saw that transponder, picked up the money, and just run to a different place.
Yeah, true. I think he was trying to, you know, his brain was processing all that.
Yeah, the second he saw that, he should have moved. Yeah, in a way, it's a very pessimistic film, I guess.
That's the word we've been looking for, I
Yeah.
think. Oh, I've been looking for.
And the minimal like lack of like
Music?
soundtrack and everything really sold every little action and the tension. Wonderful movie, honestly. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, very.
Even if
Very enjoyable.
it was kind of depressing.
Yeah, it was very depressing, that's for sure. Great setting as well.
Yeah. And there's this line here that I really like. That they remove the music. That the music usually lets the audience know what's gonna happen, but here there's no music at all.
Yeah,
so you don't know what's gonna happen.
Why there's so much tension.
Yeah, they did a great job with that.
That's a great idea.
They should do it for more movies. Sometimes a lot of movies rely on soundtrack as a clutch to show what's gonna happen. In
Yeah,
a way.
true.
So.
Very true.
Well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to No Country for Old Men, and we'll see you guys for the next movie. Be sure to we'll have new movies up on our Patreon every other week, and yeah, be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace out, and
have a great day.